and dear students, I am privileged and honored to address you people on a topic of research methodology and its application in management. I am thankful to the management of RDIS and Assistant Professor Achal Gupta for inviting me for this lecture. Before I start with the presentation, I would like to understand the type of understanding you are having with this particular subject. Achal ma'am told me that this is ongoing subject in your second semester, so you must be having better understanding of the subject. So let us start with the problem area which we are facing today in terms of research methodology and marketing management. So it will be an interactive session, no one-way communication that I will say and you will sleep, right? So I need one mic, cordless mic. So when we say research methodology, what does it mean to you as a student of MBA second semester? I need answers, boss. As I told you, it is not one-way communication. Mic is there.
So, hello. So I think business research is a systematic process wherein you find solutions to the problems.
What type of problem?
So it could be organization oriented. Conducting when they conduct research, they face various problems.
No, research, conducting a research. We will talk in terms of conducting a research after we understand what is research and why it is required nowadays in every domain of the business.
So that they can match the standards of other organizations. Nowadays the competition has grown to such an extent that they require business research experts. So for better understanding.
No, you talk in terms of research only. So, any other answer from brilliant students? Please pass the mic.
So research would be required whenever a organization or a company is introducing his product in the market.
That is one part from marketing. What about finance and HR?
And then that part is in the market. That product is in the market, right? If you want to promote that product as other competitors also producing their product in the market, and if you want to survive in the market, you have to change by time. So for that change, you have to research about the product, what changes you can make in that product, so that you will be able to survive in the market.
As I told you, that is one part of research that is related to marketing. So, having this in mind, can we define research as it is a movement from known to unknown? It is a movement from known to unknown, which is known to us and which is not known to us. So, we started from this place and we are trying to reach this place. Which is not known to us, we will try to find out which is not known to us, and we will start from which place? Which is known to us. So, research methodology is a broader term which will cover marketing, finance, HR, corporate governance, business ethics, so on and so forth. Is it clear? So, when we say research methodology and research, basically in day-to-day life, after completing your MBA, when you will be going to join corporates, you will find that research is very much required when you are at a place where you have more than one option to select from. Is it clear? More than one option. When we say more than one option, in terms of marketing, suppose I am having a product and I am trying to launch this product, refer to that gentleman. What is your good name? With reference to Surendra's statement, when we are going to launch a new product, so we have different options in terms of packaging, in terms of pricing, right? In terms of weight of the product. So we have several options in front of us and we have to select one best option. For selecting this best option, we have to have research. When we do this type of research, it is known as marketing research, and marketing research can be divided into two parts: problem identification research and problem solving research. When we say problem identification research, when I am going to launch a new product, which is extremely new to the market and I don't have any close competitor for my product, means I will try to understand the market potential of the product. Do you understand the difference between market potential and sales potential? Any answer from the audience? When I am going to launch a new product, which is extremely new to the market and I don't have any close competitor, first I will try to understand what is the market potential of the product. When I say market potential of the product, irrespective of the brand, it is known as problem identification research. Problem identification research means problem related to consumers. Any consumer buys the product. Why? Because that consumer is having need of the product. In terms of problem, the consumer is having a problem. That is why he is purchasing a product to solve that problem. So problem identification research refers to market potential of a particular product category irrespective of the brand. Is it clear? Now we understood that there is a need of this particular product. Forget about brand. Then the next part that we will do is problem solving research. When we go to problem solving research part, we will try to focus on the marketing mix of the market. For a tangible product, it will be 4 P's of marketing. For intangible product, it will be 7 P's of marketing mix. So after having this understanding, let us understand why we need this in terms of MBA course and in terms of academics, because we are very unfortunate that in India we don't promote research. That is why it is very prominent to see these articles in newspapers. You will find the Ministry of HRD, Ministry of Higher Education, they used to write, we don't have adequate facilities for higher research in our country. Right? So let us start with the understanding what is the problem we are facing today in terms of business and in terms of marketing. Try to understand this. This is known as iceberg principle. Means only few part is visible to us and other parts are invisible to us. Means in relation to the problem which the organization is facing, irrespective of the domain, marketing, HR, finance, productions, operations. Right? Nothing to explain about this principle because this principle is equally applicable in all domain. So to understand the basic concept, you understand like this, that only few part is visible, other parts are invisible. Now, in terms of problem, we have 2 points. One is known as symptoms and second is known as research problem. So, go through the line, first line. Manufacturer of palm size computers with internet access. The symptom is distributors complain prices are too high. This is the understanding of the company. On the basis of what? The symptoms which are available. The symptoms are distributors are saying the price of the product is high, but the real problem of the research is the next line. Problem based on definition, investigate business users to learn how much prices need to be reduced. Means the price is high and distributors are saying this and this is a symptom, but the real problem of the business is the next line. True problem, distributors do not have adequate product knowledge to communicate product's value. When I am having a different product, I can charge premium price. There are only 2 methods by which one marketer can sell a product. Who will tell me what are those 2 methods? These are only 2 methods by which a marketer can sell a product in the market. No?
USP of the product
1 point USP.
Product knowledge.
Forget about give me 2 points. One is USP, right?
The price of the product and the price of the product.
Very good. Both answers are correct. So in terms of strategic management, when we write like this. If a marketer is willing to sell a product in the market, there are only two possibilities. There is no third possibility worldwide. Point number one, either your product is a different product. In terms of marketing, in terms of MBA second semester, it is known as USP of the product. That is unique selling propositions. Means my product is different from my competitors. That is why I am ready to take premium price. And people are ready to accept this price. Second, your product is having a cost leadership. Means I am the most economical brand available in the market. So you don't have any choice but to go for my brand if you are price sensitive. Right? So if my product which I am having is a unique product, then my distributor can convince the customers, boss, this is a unique product and no close competition is available in the market, so you have to give more price. So the difference, symptoms and the real problem. Unless and until you are capable of understanding the real problem of the research, you will not be able to complete your research. Take my words. Now the example is clear. The difference between symptoms and problems. So day-to-day life, when you go to join for corporates, you will find that every day there will be some or other problem in relation to your domain. Forget about the domain. It can be marketing, it can be finance, it can be HR, it can be operation, it can be production. Now, there are two aspects, management problem and research problem. A company which is having a problem in front of the management, it is known as management problem, and when it will be converted to a research problem, in that case only a research team can perform a research work. So please go through the question. The management problem, determine the best ways the firm can communicate with potential purchasers of laptop computers. This is the problem which is being faced by management. Now it is being converted to a research problem, and there are so many research problems, you can proceed with any one of them. First is, how familiar are consumers with the various brands of computers? That is the first research problem, that the research can be carried out. Second, what attitudes do consumers have towards these brands? When we say attitudes, what does it mean to an MBA student? Speak, boss, otherwise it will be a monotonous lecture. So after 45 minutes, you feel bored and you will start watching your watches.
Perspective toward product.
Mike, please. When we say attitude, what does it mean to an MBA student?
Consumer perspective toward product.
You are using another technical word, prospective. I don't understand. So be precise.
Perception of the consumer.
Again, third technical word.
Needs of the consumer. Needs of the consumer.
It's like image of that particular brand toward in point of view consumer. How customer think about a particular product.
Product or brand? There are two aspects. When we say product, what does it mean to MBA student? Product means what? Product means a generic product, irrespective of the brand associated with the product. Right? Laptop means a generic product. When we say laptop from HCL, laptop from Compaq, then it will be known as branded product. So when we say attitude of a consumer, attitude is a result of your own experience, your own learning and your own perception. When we club it together, it will be known as attitude of a consumer. So this will be a second research question on which you can conduct a research. Attitude of the consumers towards a particular brand or the brands which are available. Third research question could be, how important are the various factors for evaluating the purchase of a laptop computer? When we say factors influencing, means we are trying to understand the factors which can influence the minds of the consumers. When we say factors, it is never related to company, because company has already produced a product. Now the factors which are related to consumers, so that they will be motivated enough to go for these brands, right? And fourth research question could be, how effective are the communication efforts of the various competitive marketers in terms of message recognition? When a company communicates with its consumers, what are the different methods? Now question is open to you. When a company communicates with consumers, what are the different methods which are available to us? No?
Public relations.
Don't misunderstood, I am asking you what are the different methods by which a company can communicate with its consumers. Advertisement 1, 2, wrong. So, to revise your concepts, you please make a note of it. There are 6 methods by which a company can communicate with its consumers. Point number 1 is advertising, number 2 is publicity, number 3 is public relation, number 4 is direct marketing, number 5 is personal selling, and number 6 is sales promotion. These are the only 6 methods by which a company can communicate with the consumers, right? So these are the 4 different research points on which a marketer can ask a marketing research company or a research company to proceed with the research. Is it clear? So we have understood 2 things: symptoms versus problem and management problem in relation to research problem. Any doubt as far as these concepts are concerned? No. So we are through with the concept of problem. Now we have to proceed with the research. How to conduct a research? So Achal ma'am told me that it's an ongoing subject, means you are going through this paper, right? So who will tell me what are the steps which are required to complete a research? After we understand this, then we will move to the areas in which we can conduct a research.
First, we would identify the problem.
Okay. Next.
So then the hypothesis will be formed.
No.
No. After the identification of the problem, the hypothesis is, I guess, is formed.
Any other answer?
No.
Literature review. Who told this? Literature review. What do you mean by literature review? No talking, please. Why it is required?
Sir, like if we are doing the research, so the already collected materials to get. So
No,
to
my
get the
question is
already
why it is
collected
required?
materials.
So to get more thorough knowledge about that,
What?
about the topic, about the problem.
To some extent your answer is correct. So let us start with the problem recognition. As we understood, there are symptoms, and on the basis of symptoms there are problems, and there is a difference between a management problem and a research problem. We understood this, right? Now, first important task in front of a researcher is to define the problem, and it's a most difficult task, right? So problem definition, when we say defining a problem, it's a most difficult task of any research work. So let us go through one diagram, then we will understand how we define a research problem. Now, the first important part of research methodology is to define the research problem. As I told you, it's the most difficult part. So try to understand this with the help of this diagram. the first box is problem discovery. It is not possible that every time the problem which is in front of you is a well defined problem. Is it clear? It is not necessary that every time you will be having a well defined problem in front of you. So when the problem is not well defined, what to do next? Again a question, research question. If the problem of the research is not well defined, what to do next? Boss, give the mic to that girl who was talking in terms of review of literature. This line. Yes.
Sir, if we don't have problems, so how can we proceed?
If problem is not well defined, I am quoting one example. The sales of a company is going down and they don't know why it is so. Now define the research problem.
So they will go back to the previous data and then study what was the root cause of this.
No, please stick to my question. The sales of a company is going down and they don't know why. How we will define the research problem?
So they will evaluate the factors by which the sales are going down.
Which factors?
All the possible factors which can result in.
You quote few factors.
So consumer preferences or the higher price or competition, and then they take one and then evaluate that. And
So what you are doing basically? By doing this, what you are doing basically? You are exploring ideas. You are exploring ideas. So when a problem is not well defined, the first task of a researcher is to explore ideas. What is the purpose of exploring ideas? To define the research problem accurately. Unless and until your problem is well defined, you will never be able to get the proper answer. Is it clear? So when we say the problem is not well defined, now the next part which is in front of the researcher is to do the exploratory research. Have you heard this word? What is exploratory research?
take the in-depth knowledge of the problem. So to explore the area in which the focus is to explore the area which is not known to the management or which is hidden. To explore that area.
It is not the task of the management. It is the task of the research team. So when we say explore ideas, there are 4 prominent methods by which we explore ideas. The only purpose of exploration is to define the research problem accurately. So these are the 4 methods which is in front of you on the slide. Secondary data, experience survey, 4 boxes. Secondary data, experience survey, pilot survey and case study. With the help of these 4 methods, which is the prominent ways of conducting exploratory research, we will try to define the problem accurately. That is the first task in front of the researcher, right? So we have defined the problem.